Is blogging burning a hole in your pocket? Well, you're in the right place, because I'll share with you 5 budget-friendly AI tools that will save you time and will help you create better blog content faster. These are tools I've used to write over 100 blog posts and tons of social media posts. So trust me, they'll help you succeed. Alright, with that out of the way, let's talk about the first tool, Rytr. One of the biggest challenges for small businesses that want to use AI to create content regularly is ensuring quality. And the majority of AI assistants are trained on massive datasets that make them all right for content creation, but the quality of the output is very simple and unimaginative. Now, one way to avoid it is by training your AI assistant with custom use cases and a personalized tone of voice. And Rytr lets you do exactly that. Rytr is an AI writing assistant that lets you expand on the content you already have by using custom use cases and tones of voice. Let me show you how it works. Let's say I want to create a blog post about content repurposing and need an introduction. All I have to do is select the blog section writing use case, and under section header or topic, type in introduction, column, followed by the blog post title. Next, I'd pull up my outline, copy the key points I want to highlight, and paste them into the section keywords box. After that, choose how many variations you want and set the creativity level. I always choose optimal, so Rytr generates content that's based on what I give it, but with some creative flexibility. This keeps the meaning intact while having flexibility with the wording. Lastly, click Write for Me to generate your information. Then it's just a matter of reviewing the content and moving on to the rest of your blog post. Now, if you want to dive deep into the full process, we have a complete guide on creating blog posts with Rytr, so check that out. Having said that, can you see how handy Rytr is? It's honestly one of the quickest ways to improve your content workflow, and it's one of the least expensive solutions in the market. You can get their unlimited plan for $9 a month or $7.50 if you pay annually. With that plan, you get access to unlimited content creation, and you can create one personalized tone of voice. So if this sounds like something that could help you, and you're starting out creating blog content, give Rytr a shot. It's one of the best AI writing assistants I've used, and I'm sure you'll find it useful. And if you already have some content, say around 15 blog posts that you're happy with, then check out the next tool, Claude. Claude is another AI assistant that helps you perform tasks based on specific inputs. In a way, it's similar to Rytr, but the main difference is in how much data you can feed into it. Rytr doesn't give you as much room to train your models. Rytr limits you to around the length of a single blog post versus Claude, which gives you a 200,000 context window, which is the equivalent of a 500-page book. This means you can train it with way more information, leading to higher quality content and the ability to handle more complex tasks. And that's exactly what we want. We want to use all the content we already have to train custom models to generate content that's high quality and as close as possible to something we would write. Now, I won't dive into a full tutorial here, but don't worry, Claude's website has the step-by-step instructions. I linked them in the description so you have access to them. But essentially, to get started with Claude, you just create a project using your documents, code, or files. And once your project's ready, all you need to do is ask Claude to create your blog post based on the research you've done and the data you want to use to back up your claims. And after that, Claude will generate your blog post, and then you just review and tweak it however you like. So if you've got some content already and you need a tool that can help you produce high quality content fast, check out Claude. Their Pro plan is $20 a month, and they've got a team plan for $30 a month or $25 a month if you pay annually. Alright, the next tool is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is essentially the same as Claude, but in my experience, the quality of the outputs isn't quite as good. That said, it's still a solid option, especially if you're more comfortable using ChatGPT over Claude. So just like Claude, ChatGPT lets you train custom models based on your existing content. They call them custom GPTs. Now, the main advantage is that you can create custom GPTs even with a free account. And the downside is that you don't have a lot of room to work with, but it's really good for creating things like introductions or conclusions, and even for creating social media content. And if you want to lift the limited access to GPT-4, you can get their Plus plan for $20 a month or their Team plan at $25 a month, billed annually per member. I'll leave links to guides on how to train custom GPTs and how to effectively prompt ChatGPT in the description. You can check them out if you're interested. Hey, listen, before we continue, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you're finding this information useful. It helps us reach and help more people just like you. And subscribe for more Q&A marketing content just like this one. Right, let's go back to the video. Alright, the next tool is the Hemingway Editor. Hemingway is a content editor that highlights areas for improvement by pointing out complex sentences, when we use too many adverbs, and ways to simplify your language. And one of the best things about Hemingway is how it suggests alternatives and improvements and fixes grammatical errors on the spot. So if you're stuck trying to rework a clunky sentence, you need to stress, you'll get help right away. Now, something important to highlight here is that you can use Hemingway for free for getting an analysis of your content, but it won't give you automatic rewrites. You'll need to make those changes yourself. And another thing to consider is that you can buy an offline desktop version of Hemingway for $20. That way you can keep refining your writing even when you're on the go and don't have internet access. You'll still get the same helpful analysis and you can save and load files offline, but keep in mind it won't provide automatic corrections. So if you want to improve the quality and clarity of your writing, get grammar corrections, and tighten up your content, check out the Hemingway Editor. I'm sure you'll love how much it makes things easier for you. The next tool is Wordtune. Wordtune is a content editor that is similar to Hemingway and Grammarly, but in my experience, the corrections are a bit better. Wordtune is a solid alternative to Hemingway, and in some ways, it's even more useful. For example, Wordtune has a browser extension that lets you use it on almost any website where you can write, like email, social media platforms, or even Google Docs. And one thing I really like is that they also have a mobile app, so if you're someone who likes to write on the go, it's a must-have on your smartphone or iPad. Now, the downside is that Wordtune doesn't offer those same detailed highlights to improve clarity and reading level like Hemingway does. So it really is all about the type of experience you're looking for and whether you want to use it on other websites for grammar checks, keeping a consistent tone, or tweaking sentence length. With that said, Wordtune offers a free version to get you started, and their unlimited plan is $10 a month, billed annually. Look, there's often the skepticism around whether AI-generated content can really match the quality and authenticity of human writing, and that's for a good reason. Most AI-generated content is very basic, simple, and honestly, not very useful. But the reason why most AI-generated content is like this is because people don't take the time to train custom models using high-quality content. If you do, you'll end up with blog posts that sound like you, use examples you've shared before, and are way more descriptive and imaginative. So take the time to properly understand how these platforms work and how you can use them to create better content faster. They'll save you a lot of time and money in the long run. Alright, I hope this information was useful. If you have any questions about these tools, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to write high quality blog posts faster, watch this video right here. It walks you through the exact same process we use to create blog content.